So in 2017, when we went into the confidence and supply agreement with the NDP, the most important, the top issue in that we agreed had to happen was the passage of UNDRIP, bringing the United Nations Declaration on Rights of Indigenous Peoples Act into being. That happened in 2019. But it's not enough to have the act. And we saw in 2020, when the BC NDP brought forward legislation that directly impacted First Nations and Indigenous people, but they hadn't really adjusted how they brought that legislation forward, which is what the act is meant to do. It's supposed to be a lens through which we do our work in the legislature that recognizes and acknowledges and acts on the fact that we have to have a government-to-government relationship with First Nations, and that we have to recognize that decisions that impact Indigenous people have to be made with Indigenous people, not for them, but with them. And so this is a very serious commitment for us, and I'm very committed to us continuing to ensure that UNDRIP, that the Act has real meaning in British Columbia. Here in Cowichan, I've worked very closely with the First Nations, in particular the chief of Cowichan tribes. And we've also created a Cowichan leadership group, which includes the chief of Cowichan tribes, the MP, MLA, the mayors, the chair of CVRD, and other local leaders. And we've come together to advocate for outcomes and solutions for our community that we all recognize are very important. I'm very proud of that work, and I want to see it continue in every community in BC.